And push record. And I say it all the time, and you know it because you've been doing this with me for a long time, so you know it. You can take the same pose a million, I'm going to say a million, 2 million, a billion times. It's never the same. Every day this body changes, and this is the glory of an aging body. And this is also, like we have those days where you're like, oh, I just don't feel like, I don't know, whatever. You don't feel like moving or whatever, but afterwards you feel so much better. We move, there we go, stagnant energy. And we really and we do the work. That's my point, is we do the work. There's certain things nobody can do for you, no matter what. There's no pill. Massage can't, it can help you soften and open, but then you have to do the work to fill in the space. Oh, wow. Okay. Sometimes I just inspire myself. All right. So let's do the work. Welcome to your practice, my friends. And just as we take our sit, I'm going to start with this beating of the chest. Get these things open, get the energy flowing. So important. Yeah, add some noise. Like, just beat that chest. Cough. Nice and quiet. Okay, and then just pause for a moment. Feel your breath. Good, and let's take this up again without really opening. Just start to drop your head to one side, drop your jaw, and then let the head roll over to the other side. And let's just do that a few times, just going with this half moon. Yes, jaw soft. Okay, let's do one more on each side. Take your time on each side as you need to, just to feel where are things at right now. Okay, and then drop your chin back to your chest, lift your head up, take your hands, let's roll the wrists, the fingers. We're gonna start to take these arms up in the air, lift yourself up. Yes. Okay, we're gonna take these hands down and you're gonna tap on your head. Just this tapping, whatever you're doing, move your hands around. Start to soften into your breath. You're waking yourself up all over, forehead, temples, and then let's give the ears a little tug. So just pulling, massaging your ears. And then you might take your fingers to the fronts between your ears and become head, or head becomes ears, and just rub there. And then give the earlobes a good little rub. And I have these things in, so I'm not going to do it, but you put earlobes. I can do earlobes. Inner ear flap is what we're going to do next. So you'll put your index finger inside your ears and use your thumb and give that a good little massage. And sometimes we get I'm going to say the word fluid maybe that gets stuck there, or just give it a good little rub. And then once you're done, rest your hands and just feel into this awakening from the heart up to the crown of your head. And just feeling the glory that you're here. You're taking the seat of the yogi. You're entering into this space of self-care, self-awakening. And joining your palms together at your heart. Let your thumbs rest on your upper chest and lift your chest up to meet your thumbs. Into this glory space, now we're going to bring in the voice and chant Om together 3 times. Inhale. Om. 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 And bowing your chin. Pause here for a moment. Release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, open your eyes, stretch your legs out, move your toes around. And you can put your hand, let's do this. Let's put our hands on the floor and then maybe sink down like your 13-year-old doing the slouch. Press down into the floor. Lift yourself up. Lift your heart. Take the shoulders back. Take the chin back. Take the belly back. Bend your knees. And now place your palms flat on the floor. And you can stay where you are. I'm just going to turn. Good. And then start to rock these knees side to side. And just feel. Oh, yeah. Good. And as you rock to one side, maybe lift the opposite hip up. So you start to almost move into like a twist. Good. Okay, let's do one more on each side. And then we'll come to sit. And plant the feet on the floor and take the arms around. Give yourself a little hug and now tuck in. Drop your chin to your chest. Let your back just sway back as it does. Okay, so I'm gonna call it cat pose. You know, you're arching your back, chin dropping, and then feel the sit bones anchor to the floor. Press down. And that's gonna start to lift you up. Take a breath here. See if you can get a little taller, even in this crunch. Good. Okay, release your hands back down. Separate your feet, goodbye. And we'll come back to this side to side windshield wiper. Good. Now spread your fingers. This time, see if you can bring the shoulders in. So as you go to one side, that same shoulder's going to really open. Good. Nice. And then come back to your center. Good. We're going to open the legs a little wider. And then we're going to do the same thing. So you might interlace your fingers and just drop back. I'm going to pigeon toe my feet a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to sway. So let's say I take the right knee and draw it forward and then come back to center. And then the left knee, draw it forward. So just a little bit of movement. Okay. And then we're going to do that same lifting. So start by just really melting yourself in. You might walk your feet farther away. Just kind of see how can you find some balance here. And then anchor the sit bones. Lift yourself up nice and tall as you can. Take the shoulders back and down. Take a breath here. One more. And we're going to flow the hands behind us. Take them to the floor. Bring the soles of your feet together. And the luxury of being at home. You know, if you need to put some blankets or pillows underneath your knees, do that. And we're just going to come to sit. So I'm bringing my hands a little closer together. I still have the palms facing out. I'm just going to open the shoulders and lift. Press the soles of your feet together. And then with the feet pressing together, I'm not really going to let them move, but it's like I'm pushing away. That's going to bring in a little bit of something into the inner thighs. Good. Take one more breath. And then you can let the feet relax. Just walk your hands forward and we'll come not all the way down. We're just going to sway. So you just find your place here. One shoulder moving forward, maybe your head's turning. Let it be organic. So you just feel just opening. Okay, the next time you crescent yourself to the right, let's take the left hand and just reach it as far away as it's going to go. We'll start to lay yourself as if you want to lie over your left arm, wherever it goes. Just push the right hand into the floor a little bit. Let's find this twist. And then we'll come back up and maybe sway a little bit, just bring everything back. And the next time you turn to the left, and stay there and take the right hand, just reach it, place it, anchor this left hand and turn yourself. Maybe the head starts to drop towards that arm. And then come back up and just come back to the swing. Okay, take your hands to your thighs. And we're just going to push down and just kind of mush a little bit here. And then you can walk your hands back behind you. And we're just going to open the legs out nice and wide. Okay, we're just opening. So I'm going to take my hands inside, yogi's choice, they can stay back. We're just going to start to do this little circling here. If your legs feel really tight, throw a little blanket underneath your knees and just circle. Let your hips move. Oh, whatever you're feeling and receiving, and just bask in the glory of being alive. And we'll switch and just circle the opposite way. Just creating your own little dance. Okay, and we'll bring it to center. Okay, maybe you walk your hands forward if that's in your wheelhouse, all fine. You're going to sway a little bit here. As I take the hands more forward, I'm bringing more into those inner thighs. So you might not need to take your hands as far forward. Good. Okay, and then pause in your center. We're going to lengthen like we were doing before. So you might have to walk your hands back and then feel like you anchor down. Lift yourself up. And then from this lift, breathe out and bring yourself into this first forward fold of our practice today. Maybe the forearms come down. Maybe you need your blocks. Make it less. Okay, so you're just going to find that place where for this moment, you can just allow yourself to sink, feeling into whatever you're feeling. Heart starts to drop. Okay. All right, flex your feet a little bit more if you can. And then I'm just going to start to move the toes in and out, like I'm rolling this whole leg a little bit. Okay, see if that kind of opens things. And then come back to, just the release, dropping. I said to you, I know there's something, a little bit of something. In inner thighs, we hold a lot of tension. There's a lot of messaging. If we think of the soft arch of the foot, reason why it's soft and protected. And that travels all the way up through the inner legs, to the inner hips, to the groins. These are places of, deep sensory messaging. All right, take a nice sigh it out here. And then walk yourself back upright. And we're going to bring the feet back together into Baddha Konasana just for a moment. Then give your feet a little rub and right into that inner arch we were talking about, the soft inner arch. Maybe I'll slip my socks off here. And then let that travel all the way up. So you're going to massage the inner thigh, inner shin, this inner leg that doesn't get a lot of attention. Okay, good. All right, we're going to sit in Baddha Konasana. I'm going to hold on to keep the whatever this is in front of your shin and lift yourself up. So I've lifted my heels up off the floor. One more breath. Good. Okay, relax. Bring the knees up. Let's come back to the very first little thing we started with. So backs, hands to the floor. If we walk them out more, this is just more wrist. So you kind of find your place here, whatever feels good. Walk your feet where they need to be, and then find your windshield wiper. Can you open it? Oh, I just got some back cracks. Yes. So let that find your flow here. And then we'll move to twist. So the next time the knees rock over to the right side, I'm going to turn the right hand. Take the left arm. Let's reach it up. Oh, I feel like we're just going to flow in this a little bit. So let your left hip lift as you take the left arm over. Maybe the right forearm comes down. Maybe not. Just find a little dance here. Stretch. All right, the next time this left arm comes all the way over, plant the hands, walk the hands more to the right if there's room. Adjust your hips and then lower onto your forearms. See how that is. Okay. Well, here's a fun thing in twist. And activate the feet just slightly. And then feel like you're sitting and you're gonna let the sit bones anchor to the floor. And you're gonna lengthen your spine all the way up through the crown of your head. Just even just playing with that, like, oh, what does that mean? Can I actually lengthen my spine? It's a whole thing about, you need to stop saying that because it's impossible. But I don't believe that. I can feel, I can make it, we all have these natural compression states, your place of comfort, your habits. Maybe that's what it is. It's just changing a little bit of your habit. One more breath. Okay, and then we're going to come out and we're going to sit for a moment just to feel. So I'm going to sit in Baddha Konasana. You sit however you like. I'm going to grab the fronts of the shins here and lengthen the spine, from the crown of the head to the sit bones. Maybe the bottom ribs need to move back. When the shoulders drop. One more breath. Okay, and then bring your hands behind you again, and we'll come back to windshield wiper. So many ways to do this. Okay. And then let your knees drop over to the left. Turn the left hand. Sweep the right arm up and just, let the hips move and the arms move and the breath move. And you come down onto your left forearm. Or not. Just exploring. Do one more full wave. And then bring that arm all the way over, both hands to the floor. Walk them behind you more so you get more twist. Good. Okay, I'm going to just activate the feet a little bit. Drop onto your forearms. Maybe the palms come together. And, I say lengthen. I'm going to say it a different way here. Maybe you find a little cat-cow. Maybe for you, like that's, good medicine. And then from that cat-cow, there's a lengthening in between place. Explore how you can use the floor. Maybe if you push the left forearm more into the floor, you might lift something up. Heart just went, right? And how many times have you done this pose? So many times. Good. One more moment. And close your eyes. Feel your breath in the shape. And lovingly bring yourself upright. I'm going to sit. We're going to sit again. This time I'm going to open the legs wide. Upavishta, if that's interesting, go there. Just be in your sacred sit for a moment. Good. Okay. However you're sitting, I'm going to move to a forward fold here. So I'm going to reach the arms up, get nice and long. And then as you breathe out, the hands come wherever they need to go. You find your place here. And then if you like that, waving helps to bring you in, or moving the toes. Okay, we're gonna be here for I'm gonna say 7 breaths. So you take your time. That means maybe the eyes close. The jaw softens. Heart softens. And you tune into those places that are being awakened. And free them a little bit with your breath, with your awareness, with your intention. And then just as we move into the final few moments, take an inhale and a sigh and an exhale. Okay. We're going to do a little cat-cow here. So you might come out 50%, or you might stay where you are. You really plant your hands, push the floor away, and pull the floor towards you. So you're just moving cat-cow. If this leg position doesn't do it, then just come into a cross-legged. You get the same effect. of just feeling yourself moving in these tight, compact places. Good. Okay. And then I'm just going to come out of this. Good. All right, coming back here. Backs of the hands. Feet down. Windshield wiper. This time, maybe take your right foot and step it so it's your one leg, 1 foot in front and 1 foot behind. We'll do this. And then I'm just going to change feet. Do this, so same thing. Good. All right. Plant your feet. Plant your hands. We're going to lift up, so prepare. Take the shoulders back. Feel your hands, your feet, and then lift your hips. And just do a little bit of rocking front to back, whatever you're doing here. Smile, because like, how awesome is this? When was the last time you did this? I mean, unless you've been coming to class. Good. Okay, I'm gonna hang out for a moment. I'm just gonna lift the hips, take the shoulders back. I'm gonna lengthen the spine. So I'm pressing the sit bones to the knees, crown of the head away, and then lower your tush to the floor. Find your little hug. You know, if you grab opposite elbows, switch it. And sink back. One more breath. Breathe out. Okay, hug your knees and lengthen your spine. Nice and tall. Drop the shoulders. Okay, we have no props behind us. Double check because we're going to roll back. So if you need to use your hands on the floor, do that. Maybe you can come here, lift, take your arms out, and then it's like moving into cow pose slowly. Drop down, dropping down. I'm holding the head. Oh, and just find, without hitting the wall, find your way. And once you're down, just gonna hug these knees in and out. Good. Okay, I'm gonna rock and roll. I'm just gonna take it up. Just rock yourself, and whether you come to sitting or not, such good work. Just do this a few times. Yeah. Okay, and then bring yourself back onto your back. Hug the knees, release your feet to the floor, open your arms wide. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. Drop the knees together and lay like broccoli. Do nothing but breathe. Okay, we're just gonna lengthen the head. So everything stays where it is. Just lift your head up off the floor. Chin moves into your chest. And then lengthen from the sides of your head as if someone's pulling your head. Make it longer. And then the chin kind of tucks in. Bring the head back down. Good. And then do nothing. Okay, nice big breath in. Sigh it out. Bring your hands together at your heart. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms, reach up to the sky, and ascend these arms over your head all the way down. Maybe you can even get longer, so you would make the arms a little longer on the way down. Good. Open your knees apart and move into your windshield wiper. So just dropping the knees side to side. Good. Okay. The next time the knees drop to the right, you're going to keep them there. You're going to walk your left foot maybe a little bit more to the left. Now take your right foot on top of your left knee, but if that's like, then you just pop that right foot underneath the left knee. Okay, separate your hands, palms face each other, reach away. Take the right hand, grab hold of the left wrist, and give it a gentle pull. As you ascend from the hip to the left knee, feet are flexed. Oh, can you lengthen your spine here? How am I going to do that? I'm going to take the bottom ribs in. I'm going to push the belly back. Breathe. I did say feet are flexed. Yeah. So much instruction. Okay, release your arms, take them back out.
lift this leg package up. And so the right ankle still over the left knee. Heel toe your left foot to center. Yes. Okay. And then we're just going to wave this side to side. Just moving side to side here. Yes. So the left foot is doing a lot of this. And the next time this package comes over to the left, you're going to take the left hand, find this right knee, and draw it down. Now, the right foot might slide all the way underneath this left shin. So it's almost like you're sitting cross-legged. Again, if that's no good, just pop it on top. Breathe here. Okay. Find the side, releasing. Okay, we're going to strengthen and lengthen the neck muscles. So I'm going to lift the head, I'm going to lengthen it away, draw the chin in, place it down, and then let it turn very lightly to the right so you're not forcing anything. Now take the right arm, lift it up off the floor, and stretch it away from you. Feel what happens in the hip. Stretching. So the left hand might even be like pressing this left knee towards the, right knee to the floor. A little bit. You just work in with what you've got. I'm going to take the belly back and the ribs back again. And then let all of that go. Stay here. Maybe the left hand holds your heart and you just take a breath without any effort. Let everything just assume the shape. Good. Okay. And then bring it all the way up. Bring this right knee into your chest, interlace the fingers. Stretch the left leg away if that's okay for you. We'll just rock this right rocking horse in and out a few times. So the knee comes in and it moves away. Okay, at this point, if you feel like you need a head support, yeah, throw a blanket under your head. But if you can lengthen, draw the chin, and you feel the back of your head resting on the floor nicely, and the chin is not higher than the forehead, then you're probably okay. Good. You're gonna hug this knee in. Take a nice big breath, and as you breathe out, lift your head. Maybe your chest lifts up. Maybe the knee touches the forehead. Maybe the hands can grab hold of this right foot. Wherever you are, even if the left leg is bent, be in your crunch. Okay, I'm going to lower down and straighten this right leg up to the sky, and your hands can come behind the thigh. Let's give it a nice little massage, this leg. Hello, leg. Good. Okay, I'm going to straighten this left leg again. Good. Okay, interlace your fingers behind the thigh, and your leg can be bent, it's all fine. It's going to push this thigh into the hands. I feel the shoulders move, and the hips maybe come into balance. So maybe you hug your hips towards each other. If the leg can straighten, that's going to bring in a whole bunch of new things. So here's the pose. Left leg can be bent too. That's better. Okay, if you notice your chin is lifting, re-lengthen, tuck it in, or put a blanket underneath your head. One more breath. Release your hands. Take your arms out to the side. And as you inhale, press this right leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, lower it down. If your exhale stops, you pause. You inhale. You exhale. And then I'm going to do one more until that leg comes all the way down. And then just breathe here. Good. Okay. So we're going to bend the knees, put the feet on the floor. I'm going to do that at the exact same time. Boop, boop. And they're going to go nice and wide. Okay. So let's drop the knees towards each other. We're going to do windshield wiper again, but this time we're going to put the hands underneath the tush. So just lift your tush, spread your fingers, thumbs and index fingers kind of face each other. Like they might touch, but they might not. You're just going to drop down Whatever feels good here, let the shoulders drop. Separate your knees, and then we'll move to windshield wiper. So you're using your tush to massage the hands, and you're using the hands to massage the tush. And as you go side to side, you know, the hands might move down or up. Okay, so definitely I feel this in the outer hip. I'm just sharing that. So if you're like, there's your massage. So loosen to open so that we can fill in that space, whatever you're experiencing. Okay, let's do one more on each side. And then we'll bring ourselves back to center. Lift your hips, take your hands out, just open your arms out to the side with the palms up. Maybe you can feel vibrational energy happening. And then we'll heel toe the feet so that they're a distance apart. Bring your left knee into your chest, opposite interlace your fingers, and rock it in and out for a few moments. You can stretch the right leg out. Moving here. This is also one of those poses that is so therapeutic, and you're really massaging your inner organs here, moving the legs, the conscious connection. Good. Okay, I'm going to hug it in. And breathe in. As you breathe out, lift your head, maybe the chest, maybe your hands can go over the foot or not. Maybe the forehead touches the knee or not. Let the shoulders drop. So even in this crunch, it's about the softening. And then lower down. I feel I did that out of order, but you know what? Let's work backwards. We'll lift the leg up. Give it a nice little massage. Good. Bend your right leg and let's cross this ankle over the knee. Open your arms out to the side. And then just move into this windshield wiper, moving side to side. So your foot doesn't have to touch the floor. You're just feeling into the rotation of the hip. One open hip, one foot driving. Anything else you're experiencing, this is such a good opportunity to feel into your own body what's happening. Good. Okay. The next time it comes over to the right, I'm going to take the right hand, find the left knee, and invite it to the floor. You might tuck it underneath that right shin if it's good for you or not. Take it out and find your place here. Good. Okay. So from here, right hand is just going to rest on this left thigh or left knee. You're going to lift the head, lengthen, tuck the chin, bring the head down, let it turn very lightly to the left, and then lift your left arm and stretch it away. That's going to affect the hip in some way. Just let that all happen. And then just stay here and let all that effort go. Jaw soft. Heart space softening down. And then release that right arm and we'll take this package up. Good. Okay. Oh, yes. All right. So we're going to go down to the left side. I'm going to walk the right foot a little bit to the right and then drop this package over. And we're coming in now with the foot on the ankle over the knee. So if that's not good for you, just pop it off. Good. Okay, so create the space, whatever you need. Good. Take your arms over your head, reach. I think we interlace the fingers and stretch, so you can just take that if you like for a moment. And then we'll release that, and the hands, palms face each other. The left hand grabs hold of the right wrist, the palm facing up. So the left palm facing up. And then pull the right arm away. If I can get some length here, some opening. Okay, I'm pushing the bottom ribs in and the belly in, is trying to almost anchor the right side back to the floor. all this internal work. One more breath. And then release your arms back out, lift the leg package up, heel toe the right foot in, step the left foot off. Okay, heel toe your feet as wide out as they're gonna go. As wide out as they're gonna go, and then heel toe them back in. And we're just gonna do that a few times, like you're like this awesome heel toe dancer. Everyone so excited to watch you just do this. Okay, let's do one more, just heel toe, joint work. Good. Okay, and then bring it to center, bring the left knee in. We're gonna get it all in, just not in the right order. Stretch the left leg up to the sky. Okay, stretch the right leg out if that works for you. Take a big inhale, stretch your legs. And as you exhale, lower the right leg down. Again, if you use the breath, you pause, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then once we're here, bring the hands together at your heart. Opposite, interlace the fingers. Flip the palms. Stretch your arms over your head. Create your legs as if you're standing. So your feet are, as if you're standing on them. And then let's do some hip walking. So extend the left leg and then the right leg. You're just sliding them on the floor. It's about moving the hips here. Good. Okay, come to just lying here. You can release the hands if you like. You can let your feet relax if you like. Okay, we're going to come up out of the crypt. So this is how we're going to do it. You're going to take your arms straight up to the sky. You're going to lift your head. Pause here. The belly draws in. The legs are strong. Heels are planted. And then you just see, oh, can I keep coming up? How slow can I go? Is it going to happen? Maybe yes. Maybe no. Who cares? I have a whole life to play with this. If you get here, reach up. Good. And I'm coming back. It's the same thing we did with the knees bent. You just draw it in and take yourself down. Oh, here's the challenge when you come here. See if you can lift your legs into this little boat pose, maybe all the way up full boat. If you wish, this is like, I'm on the safe end. And then all the way down. And then just lay like broccoli. You do nothing. Whatever you did there was good work. Okay. Good. All right, straighten your legs like as if you're standing on your feet. Bend the right, let's take the left knee in, left knee in, left knee in. Just gonna give it a little hug. Now I'm gonna release it. So the hands are coming away and the left foot is gonna find this right thigh. And it's just gonna mush it. So it's just massaging. I'm using the heel or the inner arch or anything there. Okay. Now you're gonna plant that foot on your thigh. It could turn out. The arms are out to the side. And inhale, open the arms, like stretch. And exhale, come over to the right. Now take this left arm, sweep it all the way around. You're going to press yourself up. And this right knee is kind of out. I know you off camera. It's all good. We're coming right back. You're going to walk the hands. Left arm comes underneath. Come down. Find the leg. Open yourself. We're just going to do that. So you're just pressing yourself up, whatever works. Yes, and we'll do one more. Good. And then come onto your back. Readjust yourself, stretch your legs out, and just lay like you know what, and do nothing. One more big breath. Sigh it out. Okay, find your legs like you're standing on them. Bend the right knee, give it one little hug, and then let the foot mush the thigh. So the right foot is just gonna massage your thigh here. Okay, you know it's coming. So here we are. I'm gonna open the arms nice and wide, take the belly to the floor, and then roll over
Sweep the right arm all the way over. Find a way to press yourself up. And then come on back. See how fluid you can make it. So you're just going to do this 2 more times. Doesn't need to go fast. Just exploring. Rolling around on the floor. One of the greatest things about yoga, in my opinion. And I always feel that when I'm doing it. Okay, and then once you come down, so again, take a few moments. Integrate. Good. Okay, I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna come up through the, actually, you know what, let's rock and roll. With no props, it's very unusual. So bring your knees in, and rock and roll yourself, even if you're using your hands and just exploring, like, what is this? Good. Okay, and then the next time you come up to sitting, let's just stay there for a moment, take a moment to feel. Good. Okay. Oh, so quick. I look at the time, I'm like, what? All right, I'm gonna put this blanket down for knees. I'm gonna have blocks here just in case. I'm just gonna very quickly be here. Just do a little cat-cow. I'm gonna tuck the toes under. Knees are maybe a little wider than hip, and the feet are in line with the knees. Hands are down. You know, I was doing this today. It felt so good, actually. Okay, Joe, slow down. Let's do cat-cow. Moving yourself here. Know your breath. I'm going to add the blocks in a moment. Good. Okay. All right, from here, your toes are tucked under. And start to take the hips back. Maybe they're going to touch the heels. And walk your hands forward. Maybe the head is going to come down and throw a block underneath your forehead. So not really child's pose. Breathe. And lengthen your spine here. Playing with the intention, whether it lengthens or not. Good work. Okay, bring yourself back up. You're gonna take your blocks. I'm gonna put my palm. I hope everyone has blocks. If you don't have blocks, it's fine. You just pretend you do. So I'm just gonna have the fingers over top. I have the pinky on one side, thumb on the other. I'm gonna bring it back down. If you want to put the tops of the feet down, that's fine. The blocks might want to lift. There's something really lovely about this. Let the head drop. And then even if your blocks, if they're lifting, you know, maybe bring them down. Good. Okay, I'm going to anchor the hands into the blocks, lift yourself up, and then I'm going to come forward. So I'm going to let the shoulders move, the hips drop, and I'm just going to move it forward and back. And maybe the toes are going to go to just feeling for yourself here, you know, like a version of cobra and a version of child's pose. Don't worry. Okay, last one. Good. Okay, bring yourself to your hands and your knees. I'm going to step my left foot just to the outside of this left block. Maybe, you know, the blocks might walk forward. You're going to play with where your blocks go as you rock yourself front to back. And again, we're just opening. So the left toes can be turning out. That's all fine. Just moving yourself front to back. You need to put your blocks on a higher height so you feel happier. Do that. Good. Okay, let's take a little twist. So the next time you come forward, right hand stays on the block, left hand to your thigh, twist. You can reach the left arm up if you like. It's some, you know, opening. Good. Okay, release. I'm going to just straighten the legs just for a moment. Maybe I'll take the left foot up or keep the heel on the floor. Just lift the sole of the foot up if that works. Okay, we're going to switch legs. So you can always switch however you like. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to step the right foot
And then take the left foot back. So you end up here, however you get there, and then again, we'll just wave it front to back. Lot happening here. Be with your breath, find your smile, you know, you're doing the work. On a Sunday morning, this is the work. Okay. You're gonna take it forward into the lunge. Keep the left hand down, right hand to the thigh, twist. You can reach the right arm up if you like. Good. One more breath. And then hands down. Again, I'm going to lift the tush, straighten the legs, use the blocks. And we'll release from this. So you can sit, come to child's pose if you feel like, oh, I'd like a downward dog. Then this might be the time to sneak it in. Okay. Lower down. So, okay, I'm going to throw in the bolster and a block here. If you don't have a bolster, you're just going to grab a couple of blankets and create one. Just fold them. I'm going to put the bolster for the head and the block for the chest. So maybe do this. If you have two blocks, put them this way. Okay, I'm going to keep this blanket where it is, but if you're a little sensitive, you can put a blanket over top there. These are chest openers. So as I come down, I want to feel like the shoulder blades are so nicely supported. So I'm just wiggling myself down, shoulders really supported on the blocks. Head is happy with the bolster. And if it's too much of a drop, throw a blanket under your hips. You can always fold this one up. Okay, now the arms can go wherever you like. Maybe they stretch over top. You can even interlace your fingers, put them behind your head if you like. And I'm going to stretch the legs out. So just lay like broccoli here. So we've done this first few breaths. I'm going to just lift the head up, lengthen through the sides of the head as if I would imagine the back of the neck getting longer. Tuck your chin in and lower your head back down. And notice if that shifts anything in your rib cage, your body. And you anchor yourself into the blocks here. Maybe yes, maybe no. One more breath. Okay, release all the effort, stay in the shape. Bend your knees, feet to the floor. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. And come into your windshield wiper. And you go slow because we have these blocks here. So it's almost like a little bit of a massage. Okay, if that's nice and good, you want to add a little more. Opposite, interlace the fingers behind the head and just lift the head up. But the head isn't doing any of the lifting. It's resting into the hands. The elbows are open. Good. Bring it to center. You've lifted your head, lower it down. Open your arms. I'm going to bring the knees together, pigeon toe the feet. One more breath. Okay. And then lift your head with your hands or without. I'm going to come up. I'm going to roll it up so I get this nice feeling here with the blocks. You can always just roll to the side and come up. And then we're just going to shift this a little bit. So now I'm going to put the bolster underneath the chest and the block will be for the head. So the other block I might keep handy if we decide to put it underneath the hips. And then it's the same thing. So you're just going to take your shoulders, shoulder blades onto your bolster or your blankets, a support for your head. And then the arms can go wherever they're going to go. It's a subtle change. So again, if you need more support under your hips, put it there. Maybe stretch the legs out or let the knees touch. One more breath. Okay. So I'm going to bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, lift the chin to the chest, maybe hang out here for a moment. Open your elbows, take your belly in like you're pressing your front body to your back body, let the jaw drop. And then you can bring yourself all the way up. Maybe you can stretch your arms out and come to sit up. Good. Okay, hands to the floor. All right, last one before we come to Shavasana. I'm just going to move these props. I'm going to open the legs wide, sit up. Okay. All right, you might use your block or whatever you've got here. I'm just going to put the right forearm down, maybe hold the head and take the left arm up and over. So you can hold your head here. You can even put this hand behind your back if that's, happier. You just kind of feel, if you can hold you don't need the block, but this is a lot. Be where you need to be. If you want to put your arm in front of the leg, it's a deeper twist. So create for yourself a space here to breathe, to be. One more breath. Now just take that left hand to the left thigh, push it down. And then lovingly walk yourself up and just pause. Move your block over. And as you're ready, you're just going to find this for yourself. You just, whatever works. If you hold the head, sometimes that's awesome. Put that left elbow inside, outside, on the leg. Right arm behind you or over top, and we're just opening, lengthening. And okay, release that right hand to the thigh and just push it down for a moment. Come all the way up. Okay. We'll move into a Shavasana, and you can put your bolster underneath your legs up the wall. I'm going to take Shavasana 2 today. Did all this, sneaky chest work. You might put a blanket over top to support your head. You see how you like this. If this feels like, I can relax here, then great. If not, then create something else for yourself. My heating pads are being used. So if you have a heating pad, this is a nice thing to throw in. Give yourself a heated floor, a heated Shavasana. Otherwise, once you're here, maybe we stretch the legs and the arms away, the head away, get like a big starfish, and then drop in a big sigh. Just releasing tension in the forehead. Softening your eyes. Softening your jaw. Your cheeks. Your throat. Your ears. Your shoulders. Your heart space. The belly. Your pelvic floor. letting your legs be heavy, arms heavy. And feeling into the lightness of your breath. Flow of your breath. Not doing anything to change it, just acknowledging it, feeling it, breathing it, and resting into your stillness. Shavasana. Inviting yourself now to drop in more deeply. And that's with an audible sigh. And feeling the floor rising up to hold you. You can let go a little bit more. Staying as you are. If you'd like to just stay in your Shavasana as we close out this practice, lovely. If you're ready, come out and just starting by lengthening the breath. Just following the signs. So maybe the arms want to stretch, the legs want to stretch. Wiggling fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. And if you're lying on the bolster, just mindful you're on a height. You might be able to hug your knees into your chest and just make yourself super small. And roll into your side, off your support. Just rest on the floor in the fetal position for a few minutes. You really take your time. You luxuriate in the awakening. As whoever you were when you started this practice is not the same person who's going to come out of it. Even if it's just shifted for these few moments, we want to savor it and feel it, the resonance of your practice and very present you are to your own presence. After a few moments, bring your hands together at your heart and lengthen yourself tall. Bow your chin to your chest and just honoring the work you do. Your deep inner work. As you inhale, lengthen, lift your chin. And exhale this breath completely. And we'll seal this practice with one inhale. Take a full breath. Breathe it into your hands. Catch your sacred breath. Hold it there and put there whatever it is you need. And then offer it to yourself. Just share this to yourself and then lift your chin, open your eyes, and share it out. And you get to take it all back because whatever you put in, we all need. I guarantee it. And something like you, I'm nothing like you, I'm exactly like you.
Thank you so much for being here today, and welcome. It's your first practice for a while, or first practice maybe. Lovely to have you here.
So much love, my friends. Have a great Sunday, and we'll see you hopefully on Tuesday. Namaste. Yes, beauty. Yes.